Hello everyone, in this video we are going to go through Chrome Devtools Lighthouse and Performance tab. For this video I'm going to use this page extracted from one of my Bootstrap videos. If you need to learn more about Bootstrap, you can watch my video and find the links in the description below. You can open Lighthouse, just right click here, hit inspect, and here is the Lighthouse tab. Lighthouse is an automated tool for improving the quality of web pages based on these categories and these devices. Once you are done with these categories, this website is not progressive web app. That's why I'm gonna uncheck this option, and I'll go for desktop. And once you are done with these categories and devices, you can generate report. It'll take a while, and I'm going to pause the video here and resume it once it is done. Welcome back guys. Here is our report. Let me undock it to give you a full preview. And here are the scorings: 100 out of 100 in performance accessibility, 96 out of 100, and best practices 93 out of 100, and search engine optimization is 80 out of 100. You can generate as many reports as you like with this button and browse through your reports from this drop down. Let me go back to my previous report, and I'll start with accessibility. I'll get back to the performance in a while. Let's discuss accessibility first. And here we have a couple of suggestions from Devtools. And here are the two areas that we can work on to improve the accessibility of our website. First one is contrast, and it suggests that background and foreground colors do not have a sufficient contrast ratio. If you want to go into the detail of this suggestion, just click on this drop down, and here is the more detail. You can work on it to improve your accessibility. And then we have this navigation suggestion, and it says heading elements are not in a sequential descending order. If you click here, we have this more information. We can work on these two suggestions to improve the accessibility of our website. Let's move forward. Here we have best practices, and it suggests browser errors were logged to the console. Let me go to the console. And yes, here we have a couple of errors, and it's not best practice to show the errors to your user, and you can turn them off for production mode to improve the accessibility of your website. Let's go back to the report. Accessibility, best practice, and then we have SEO suggestions. It says document does not have a meta description. You can describe it, as well as document does not have a valid rel canonical. Now let's get back to the performance, and here we have performance metrics. If you need to go into the detail of performance, click on this view original trace, and it takes you to the performance tab. This tab is to improve load and runtime performance. Moreover, it provides a lot of data for analyzing the performance of what just happened and divide it into various sections. We'll go through all of them one by one. At the top, we have this overview section that contains frames per second, CPU, and net chart. This area is highlighted because most of the activity happened here. You can drag your mouse right or left to select a portion of a recording, and this portion of time reflects to all of the following sections. Just double click and the selection will go away. Now at the bottom we have various tabs. The first one is summary. It gives you some more details, as overall this page took around 1809 microseconds to load. That includes 36 microseconds for loading, 16 microseconds for scripting, 86 microseconds for rendering, and so on. Now let's go to network section. Here we can see the waterfall of network requests that occurred during the recording. If you click on any of these requests and go back to the summary tab, you get more information here. Then we have this bottom up tab. Here you can view the activities where the most time was directly spent. Then here in the country tab, you can view the root activities that caused the most of the work. Then we have this event log to view the activities in order in which they occurred during the recording. Let me collapse this network pan and let's move to the frames section. In this section, you can view screenshots of every user interface update on the page on various point of time. Now let's go to main section. We use this section to view activity that occurred on the page's main thread, and it's represented with a flame chart. The x-axis represents the recording over time, and the y-axis represented the call stock. Let me show you that. Just to zoom in a bit. The events on top cause the events below it. By default, the main section of a recording displays detailed call stocks of JavaScript functions that were called during the recording. And you can turn them off and just go to the settings button and check this option, disable JavaScript samples. Then you can also throttle the network, and here are the presets: fast 3G, slow 3G, or you can go completely offline. Or you can also throttle your CPU by 4 or 6 times slower than the normal. And that concludes the video here. Thank you for watching and see you next time.